Hello, I am Maya. I'm going to present our works about variability management, re-engineering microservices with delta-oriented software product lines. These are my team. We are from Reliable Software Engineering Laboratory, Faculty of Computer Science, Universitas Indonesia. This paper is a solution for a challenge called variability management meets microservices. 6 challenges of re-engineering microservices-based web shops. The challenge is how to manage, reuse, and variability in microservice-based system. There are 6 web shop applications that have been developed with microservices architecture. We have to re-engineer this web shop system into product line application. Therefore, variations in microservices can be managed and various products can be generated. There are 6 challenges and we propose solution for 4 of them. First, identify the features of microservice-based system. Second, develop variability modeling techniques that allow managing commonalities and variability among microservice-based system. Third, define a product line architecture that allows implementing microservices as a product line application. And the 6th challenge, re-engineering microservice-based systems towards an SPL. We conducted these steps to re-engineer microservice-based system into SPL. First, we perform feature identification manually. Second, we model the variability with feature diagrams. Third, design a product line architecture with UML. And last, using the variability and architecture models, we implement a product line application using ABS microservices. Challenge 2 is about define a variability model representing the commonalities and variability of a microservice-based SPL. Each service in microservices architecture can be deployed independently and may depend on each other. Thus, a single feature model might not be sufficient to capture variation. To overcome this problem, in this solution we propose to use a multi-level feature diagram. We follow one of the feature modeling principles, rely on domain knowledge and existing artifacts. So we explore the subject systems and use existing artifacts to construct the feature model. The snippet of feature diagram at the first level is shown here. The first feature diagram captures the problem domain. In the subject systems, each child feature of the root feature in this diagram is realized as a microservice. And we found in the subject systems that each system may have different services and endpoints. So we model the service and endpoint variations at the second level. For example, we model catalog services variation in this diagram. Catalog has 3 services: display catalog, catalog item, and search item. The features in this level represent endpoints variant. For example, filter catalog service has endpoint filtered by brand and filtered by category. The next problem is how to define a configuration in a multi-level feature diagram. As you can see, we have several feature diagrams. So the feature selection process is conducted in multiple stages. Each stage uses a feature diagram and produce a configuration for the feature selection. In this solution, we use a multi-stage configuration that is adapted to microservices. We divided multi-stage configuration into 2 parts. First, basic configuration. A user selects features in the first level feature diagram which represents the problem domain. The snippet code shows a basic configuration for Hipster Shop application. Based on the selected feature, user can choose all related endpoints in the advanced configuration. For example, a configuration for catalog services is shown in this snippet code. We implement this multi-stage configuration in the deployment tools. So a product can be generated based on these configurations. I will show the demo later. After defining the variability model, we have to design a product line architecture. In software product line engineering, software architecture provides a common high level that is used as a reference for all applications. The third challenge is about defining a product line architecture that allows engineering and customize different variations by systematically managing and reuse microservices. First step, we design the architectural model based on the feature diagram. We use the feature diagram to derive a UML component diagram that models the high-level architecture. Second step, we derive an architectural model from the UML class diagrams for each subject system. We analyze the variability in the structural model and then merge them into a UML class diagram. As the UML class diagram are not designed to model variation, we utilize a UML profile for Delta-Oriented Programming or UML DOP profile that has been designed in the previous research. What is UML DOP profile? UML DOP profile captures Delta-oriented concept in UML notation. What are the advantages? First, as shown in this diagram, there is one-to-one mapping from DOP elements to UML model elements. For example, there are stereotypes core, delta, and product that represent DOP elements. Second advantage is deterministic transformation from UML model elements to DOP languages such as ABS or Delta J and vice versa. Third, we have done in the previous research that UML DOP can be used to model interoperability in multi-product line. And in this research, we utilize UML DOP profile to model the legacy system for re-engineering product line application. This figure shows a UML component diagram with UML DOP profile that is derived from the feature diagram. It represents catalog service that consists of services display catalog, catalog item, filter catalog, and display categories. In service filter catalog, there are endpoints filtered by category and filtered by brand. We introduced two new stereotypes in this research, service and endpoint, to represent variations in microservices. Referring to the DOP paradigm, mandatory services and endpoints are included in the core module, while optional are modeled as Delta module. It will be shown in the next diagram. I will show how we transform UML diagram for each single system into a UML diagram with DOP profile. We have 4 UML class diagram for Shock Shop, Hipster Shop, eShop Containers, and Stance Robot. We analyze the commonality and variability and then extract them into a UML diagram with DOP profile. As shown here, the UML diagram contains catalog variants from all webshop systems. Common attributes and methods are placed in the class catalog item at the core module. The variabilities are modeled in the Delta module. For example, there is Delta DShock catalog. This Delta modifies class catalog item by adding 3 new attributes and 1 method. Okay, this is the last challenge. Challenge 6 is about re-engineer a microservice-based software product line from systems in the same domain that allows deriving microservice-based products with different configurations. Based on the architectural model and the variability model, we develop a product line application using Delta-oriented programming. We have feature diagram and UML DOP diagram in the variability model and product line architecture, and we transform these models automatically into ABS models. The ABS models is complete with ABS microservices framework that is designed to develop microservices application. In this research, we develop a deployment tools to support the product configuration. Based on the basic and advanced configuration that is mentioned before, a product can be generated and services can be deployed as a microservice-based product line application. This demo shows an application that can be generated. These are basic configuration and one of advanced configuration for Hipster Shop application. The deployment tools will deploy selected services on the specific ports. Here, we can see the generated products. For example, there are Hipster Shop and Sock Shop products. And now we can see the list of generated API for Hipster Shop application. Here is for endpoint catalog. And to generate another product, you can change these configuration files with your desired features, or you can go to this repository and follow the instruction to create your own product. Okay, the conclusions of our works are, based on the challenge solution, it is possible to re-engineer webshop systems that follow microservice architecture into product line application. We have learned that a multi-level feature diagram can be used to model variations in microservice application. And this approach enables traceability from requirements to endpoint implementation. Okay, that's all from me. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can contact me to this email or visit this website. Thank you. Bye.